Thank you for tuning in to tonight's game. Your game is coming up next. But here's some information from the Indiana High School Athletic Association.
6 easy ways to become an MVP. And by MVP, we mean most valuable parent. Like all of us, the parents of high school athletes tend to protect their children from adversity, or they overly involve themselves by advocating for their success. But when they do, they're negating the value of participating in high school sports. Among other lessons, high school sports teach teenagers to take nothing for granted, how to overcome obstacles, and that an extraordinary commitment of time and effort is required in order to reach goals and experience achievement. High school sports also encourage independence and self-sufficiency, attributes that are needed to be successful in life. It's natural for parents to love their children, and it's important to support them in as many ways as possible. With this in mind, here are 6 easy ways that you can be the MVP of your child's high school team. Number 1, attend your children's games as often as possible. Nothing demonstrates interest and involvement more than being there. And be sure to invite Grandma and Grandpa to come along with you. Number 2, cheer for all the kids on the team, not just your own. Here's a test for you. Do you know all the players on your child's team? Could you say hello to them by their first name? Embracing the entire team is a great way to show that your interest is sincere. Number 3, be a resource for your child's team. Does a teammate need help with transportation? Is the team trying to raise money for new uniforms? Is someone needed to organize a pizza party before the tournament starts? Maybe you can help. Number 4, try not to criticize the coach or the officials in front of your child. Hey, you're human, and there may be times when you need to vent, but be careful when and to whom you do it. Criticizing the coaching staff undermines its credibility and tends to put your child in the middle. And games are seldom won or lost because of an official's call. Remember, coaches and officials are objective. Most parents are not. Empower your child to talk with the coach about concerns. Everybody wants more playing time, and understandably so. But encourage your children to have that conversation with their coaches instead of you doing it for them. Giving teenagers the confidence and conviction to speak up for themselves is one of the greatest benefits of participating in high school sports. Number 6, focus on the life lessons your children are learning, not on win-loss records or how many points they're scoring. According to the NCAA, only about 2% of all high school athletes win a sports scholarship, and the average value of it is less than $11,000. But every child will benefit from the lessons they've learned as a result of participating in high school sports for the rest of their lives. It's difficult being the parent of a high school athlete. There's far more emotion and social pressure involved than is ideal. But if you follow these 6 pointers, not only will your children love and respect you, but so will their teammates and coaches. And you might even be named MVP. Thank you for your support of high school athletics in Indiana. Stay tuned now. The Indiana SRN game is next. Indiana SRN, where you're always in the game.
Good evening and welcome to Covenant Christian High School as Covenant Christian takes on Greenwood Christian Academy. Should be a great game. Greenwood Christian Academy ranked in 1A, Covenant Christian ranked in 2A. Should be a fantastic game for you. We'll have it for you right after this. It's Indiana SRN where you're always in the game.
I think of my philosophy of education, and Jan and I, as homeschooling parents, we really recognized it was our responsibility to educate our children. And so when we thought of basically delegating our children's education to someone else, we prayed about it and we thought, would we delegate our children's education to someone who didn't believe anything close to what we believe? And we basically said, no, we can't do that. We have to entrust and delegate that role in our children's lives to someone that believes consistently with what we believe. And being able to do that at Covenant was a big step for Jan and I, because having 7 kids and really wanting to see them walk with the Lord and wanting to see them engage their faith for the rest of their life, we wanted that key time in their life to be with someone that we could trust, and that's how we came to Covenant.
Well, we also had some of our children wanted to pursue some higher degrees, Kyle in engineering and Hannah in nursing, Luke in accounting, and we felt that Covenant was a college preparatory school, and just some of the scholarships that they got, so it was definitely prepared them well.
I think the first thing, besides the effort that Covenant has to take the children through 4 years of Bible study, I think it's the way they engage them to try and apply their biblical studies to a worldview and try and take what they're reading and understanding in Scripture and then look at their life situation, the things that are going on in life, their relationships with their classmates, and then apply what they're learning. And I think that's a really unique aspect to how they go about teaching them. And I think building relationships around that gives a depth to that relationship. I mean, you're talking about the thing that's most important in your life. Your faith in God, what you believe about Jesus Christ. And when you're discussing those things with people that really genuinely love you and want to see you come to the acknowledgement of the truth, I think it really adds a dynamic opportunity. Besides getting a Christ-centered education, the most important thing that we saw was the relationship development that took place between our children and the teachers.
I think all of our kids have been impacted by at least 2 teachers that they really connected with, and they really drew them out. They developed relationships. It went beyond the classroom.
And that was a real goal of the school. It wasn't just part of the curriculum. It was the heartbeat of the school was to develop relationships with the students, and some of those relationships are still intact. And quite frankly, that's the investment that you're making. You're making an investment in the opportunity for your young person to actually have time to engage a teacher and the teacher to have time to do that. I'm Dan Eganoff, and this is my wife Jan, and a Christ-centered education is the reason Covenant was a fit for us.
Good evening, everyone, and welcome high above Andrew Smith Court here at Covenant Christian High School. As Keith said in the opening, we have a huge matchup here at the beginning of the season. 1A number 4, Greenwood Christian. The Cougars are visiting the undefeated Covenant Christian Warriors. Alongside Keith Myers, I'm Jonathan Mathis. For Greenwood Christian, this has been a dream start of the season, as it's gone as well as anyone really could have realistically hoped. To begin the year, the Greenwood Christian had never beaten Greenwood. It's a rival school of theirs. They were 0-5, and even though the Cougars were sloppy, they took down the Woodsmen by 11. Then they had maybe their most impressive win of the season. They went to Park Tudor. The Panthers are excellent, but the Cougars were better, and they beat Park Tudor by 8 on the road. This will be the 4th consecutive road game for Greenwood Christian, and then they'll be at home till after Christmas. For Covenant Christian, they've already beaten one of their conference opponents, Ron Colley, and they handled them by 7. Then they went to North Putnam and beat them by 17. The first 3 games likewise were on the road, and this is the first home game for Covenant Christian. Keith Myers, you said this in the opening, both Greenwood Christian and Covenant Christian, the 2 Christian schools, they've been off to strong starts of the season.
Yeah, and both teams are ranked. Both teams feel pretty good about themselves. You talk to both coaches. and they say, they're not ready to go to play sectional, but they're close and they're getting ready to play a really good game. It's kind of cool tonight because the crowd is going to be electrifying because this is almost like a playoff game. I'm looking forward to seeing these two teams play because both teams are coached well. Fundamentally, you'll see a lot of good fundamentals tonight.
Last year they played each other for the first time, and it was a close game. I had that one for Indiana SRN, and we saw several key players in that game. There was Anderson, who played well for him. Champ McCorkle played well for Greenwood Christian. Trey Flatt, Sam Fulbright played great for Covenant Christian. Greenwood Christian won that one by 3. Leaves a little bad taste in Covenant Christian's mouth.
Yeah, you got to remember, you got to think back. That's almost close to the end of the year. Both teams are getting ready for sectional play. Both teams needed that win. Covenant Christian came out and really played a sloppy basketball game and felt like they should have won that game. Tonight, I think they're going to be making some adjustments because, it's almost like the same identical team because both of these teams know each other and the same number of kids and key kids are still on both squads.
Yeah, almost everyone. And I think what's also you've seen a lot of schedule symmetry. Both teams have played a 4A school. They both played a 2A school. They both played a 1A school. And now here you are playing for Covenant, their second 1A school, but this isn't just another 1A school. This is the number 4 team in the state.
Yeah, and, you go back, you look at Covenant Christian, their conference is dominating 3A schools, so they're going to play up the whole entire year. For Greenwood Christian, their conference is more 1 and 2A. You got Park Tudor in that conference. You got University, so they're going to test you. So all year long, these teams are going to be tested, and this is a great matchup for our Thursday night. I think we're the only boys. There might be a few boys games, but I think that we're the only boys local game on tonight. And so the whole entire state and the whole entire world gets to see some high school basketball and small class basketball.
And what you're seeing right now is the College Hunks and Movers pregame show. We can move anything, anytime. 317-739-4262. Let's turn our attention to Covenant Christian. Keith, you've seen a lot of tape on both of these teams, some in person. What have you learned about Covenant Christian so far this season, 3 games in?
3 games in, they hustle. They go after it. You don't need a mop at halftime because if the ball's on the floor, they're going to slide and they're going to get it, and their uniform's going to get dirty. You won't have to sweep the floor. The key, for my opinion, Trey Flatt. If he is on the roll and he is open in space, he's not only can he hurt you in the pass, but he can hurt you on the board, and then he can knock down that 3-point off-balance shot. He's the key for Covenant Christian tonight.
Yeah, Trey Flatt is second on the team in points. He's third on the team in rebounds. He's first in the team in assists. And for a coach's son, his father, Scott, the head coach for Covenant, who just picked up his 150th career win. Congratulations to Scott. Trey really embodies that, and he shows the leadership on the floor.
First of all, I know how it feels to win 150 varsity games. I was blessed to win 200 games as a varsity coach, so it's a nice little thing. I asked him, why did it take you 30 years to get 150 wins? And he just started chuckling at me. But, that doesn't matter to him. What really matters to him is his kids playing well, and at the end of the year, he wants to see the biggest victory, and that's a 2A state championship.
A banner to join the ones that are across the way that you can see. One of the players who's played phenomenally for Covenant Christian, a huge leap in production, has been Noah Hedrick. The guard forward, he's a senior, he's 6'4". He's averaging 24 points per game. He's shooting 54% from the field, 42% from 3. He's been phenomenal for Covenant Christian.
6'4", but he plays like he's 6'8" inside. A big kid, can take the ball. You won't see him take a necessary dribble. If he's at the hole, he's going to take the ball straight up, and he's going to draw the foul. That's why he's so good at the free throw line, because he gets fouled constantly because no one can stop him underneath.
You see, balance is key for Covenant Christian, and even they're going to be getting better as the season goes on. Cam Schurig, who was a key player for him last year, has been out the whole beginning of the season. So not only tonight being a statement game, but going forward, you're going to be able to add players.
Yeah, and the thing about adding players late in the year is it going to ruin the tempo that you've already started. Hopefully, those kids are coming to practice, and that tempo will still stay there. And that's what you want. But you know what? Shurik's a good kid, and he'll make a difference when it comes down to playoff time.
Turning our attention to Greenwood Christian, the number 4 team in Class 1A. Their head coach, Johnny Marlin, who's in his 3rd year at Greenwood Christian. He's really done wonders with the Cougars program, and he knows a lot about high school basketball. He was a phenomenal player in his own right. Now, what have you learned from Johnny's team, the Cougars, so far this year?
Johnny played for Indiana Wesleyan back in the day. They won a national championship. One of the things he learned from his coach at Indiana Wesleyan, you have to play defense and win the defensive end to win the offensive game. His team will come and they'll be in their shorts. They'll be aggressive. They'll want to get after you, and they will play help defense better than anybody else I've seen in 1A basketball this early. The key there, though, is the McCorkle kid. If he's hot and he hits his shot, he's unstoppable. He's got to get on track first, and then the defense will come back. I think this game may be in the mid-40s, to be honest with you, John.
It certainly could be. Last year, it was very high scoring, 76-73. We'll see how it bears out in this one. It could be, or it could go different ways. But I think one thing, to your point, is that a thing that's true about a Scott Flatt team, a thing that's true about a Johnny Marlin team. They're both going to be very disciplined, and they're both going to be very aggressive.
Yes, sir. They definitely. Christmas concert is coming to Covenant Christian. The arts department would want to invite you to the Christmas concert on Friday, December 13th at Kingsway Christian Church. If you need more information, contact the school's office for the Christian contest. We're going to take a break. When we come back, we'll have a lot more for you. It's Indiana SRN, where you're always in the game.
Piper Group Warehouse has a strong commitment to their clients as their logistics provider. If you would like to discover how you can improve your service levels while lowering your overall cost, Piper Logistics Group can help. Call Greg Piper today at 317-396-3916. Piper Logistics Group.
Hey, everybody. You see this thing that we call Twitter. That's a little bird there.
Yep.
If you want to keep up to date with everything on Indiana SRN, follow us
tweet.
at Indiana SRN. That was fun.
Tracy Snell. Congratulations
Way
to
to go,
Tracy.
Tracy.
I think she's already cashed in her gift certificate because she never invited me.
Oh, that's a shame.
The
She
Snell
really should
family,
have.
I mean, close. I'm like real close to them. I don't know where they live or anything, but yeah, I was close to them.
Well, let's take a peek at both teams' starting lineups. For Greenwood Christian, the visitors, they've entered tonight averaging 56.7 points per game. They give up 10 less, 46.7. They are 3-0, and they start thusly. Running the point, wearing number 31, is a junior, 5'6", Evan Stinnett. He is joined in the backcourt by number 21, Derek Patterson, a 6'1" senior who's the leading scorer for Greenwood Christian. The two forwards are brothers, the McCorkles, Champ and Stiles. Stiles is a junior at 6'4". Champ, naturally for the older brother, you have to be a little bit bigger. He's a senior and 6'5". Stiles averages 6.7 points per game. Champ, 11.7. And then the heavy hitter offensively for Greenwood Christian has been the man in the middle, the 6'5" senior Andrew Anderson, who's hitting 50% from three and averaging 13.7 points per game. Not too bad of a starting lineup there, Keith.
No, you look at that starting lineup, and probably one of the biggest teams that we'll probably see in 1A this season. So very interesting. Johnny Marlin, again, outstanding coach, will teach the fundamentals. Johnny was a great player down at Center Grove High School. Went down to IU, didn't work the system very well, decided to go to Indiana Wesleyan, wears a national championship. And a side note on that, I coached two kids that played with Johnny, Devin Gray, who now is the head coach at Horizon Christian School, Josiah Godwin, who was the athletic director last year at Horizon, is the assistant coach there. Those guys get together all the time. I think they just go to breakfast and say, okay, this is what coach taught me this week, and they just relay that to their high school team, and that's a great compliment to the program at Indiana Wesleyan.
For Covenant Christian, they enter not in the top 10, but they are ranked. They are 3-0. They're averaging 77 points per game, giving up 52.3. That is one of the better offensive numbers in the state. Few are shooting and scoring at a higher clip than the Covenant Christian Warriors. They start like this. In the backcourt, number 10, Ethan Modlin, a 5'10 senior averaging 5 points per game. He's perfect at the free throw line, and all those free throws came in one game against Ron Colley. In the backcourt is number 35, Brock Buckley, who's an aggressive defensive player. He's a sophomore he stands at 6'3". He's averaging 5.3 points per game, but Brock is one of the, at the top of most of the key offensive categories for Covenant. He's second in rebounds, second in assists, and he's one of the leaders in steals as well. The final guard is number 3, Trey Flatt, the coach's son, a 6-foot junior, averaging 12.3 points per game, shooting 41% from the field. The two front court players, number 22, Sam Fulbright, does a lot of the yeoman work inside. He stands at 6'3", averaging 6.7 points per game. And the leading scorer, and he's had a phenomenal season thus far, number 23, Noah Hedrick, a 6'4" senior, averaging 24 points per game, shooting 54% from the field.
You know, you look at these matchups, and top and bottom, I think they're pretty evenly, Jonathan. Scott Flatt, as we mentioned earlier, has 150 wins. 150 wins in the state of Indiana is phenomenal. And, when he looks back at the end of his coaching career and sees the final total, it is tough to win a game anywhere. But in the state of Indiana, this is a tough thing to do because Indiana is the king when it comes to high school basketball across the country. So congratulations to him. Congratulations to his team. Congratulations to the Warriors as well. This is a beautiful facility here. This is our 10th year with Covenant Christian on the network, and it's a lot of fun. And Andrew Smith Floor is a great contributor to Andrew Smith, who was in the class of 2009. If you don't know the story, please look it up. They have done it right, and they do it right here at Covenant Christian, and a great job for them. Greenwood Christian, we had with them last year as well. They've been on the family networks. The girls program's on the network too. It's kind of neat to have two family members joining us tonight.
Coming up with the various holiday seasons. We just wrapped up Thanksgiving, got Christmas coming up. It's very fitting we have a family game here, and we will have that coming up for you next on Indiana SRN. We're always in the game.
There's no greater anti-poverty measure than to give a person a job. That helps them start to change that trajectory.
Morales Group is a full-service staffing company that provides temporary labor in the Indianapolis, Central Indiana market.
It was a challenge that was given by my father. He wanted me to give back much more than I had been. Then I realized that when he said more, he wanted me to see how I could give more. And it wasn't just in money, but in time and in services. And that's how the Morales Group was created.
I started off at Morales Group as an intern. I interned for 3 years before going on full-time staff here. What I love most about Morales Group is that big family aspect. I come from a big family in Mexico, and since the company is continuously growing, I feel like there's always a new member of the family that I get to know.
We're willing to give. We're willing to serve others, and we're not expecting something in return.
Come talk to us. We would love to work with you.
Welcome back to Andrew Smith Court at Covenant Christian High School. It is the undefeated 3-0 Covenant Christian Warriors against the undefeated 3-0 number 4 Greenwood Christian Cougars. Last time out for both of these teams, Covenant Christian went to North Putnam, and it went very well for the Warriors. They beat North Putnam 82-65. The Warriors shot 67% specifically from the right corner in threes, and then they did better than that. They shot 77% at the basket to put North Putnam away by 17. They outscored North Putnam. This is an interesting factor, Keith, by 21 off turnovers, 33-12. For Greenwood Christian, their last time they played Victory College Prep, and they won by 8. Last time out, 4 different Greenwood Christian Cougars were in double figures, led by Andrew Anderson, who had 19, Derek Patterson 15, and both Stiles and Champ McCorkle had 11. Peterson was perfect from three-point range. I'm Jonathan, that's Keith. Let's check in with Keith and the keys for both these teams.
For both of these teams, I think both teams got to get off to a quick start. If you're Greenwood Christian, the college kids are back, and they are loaded. I mean, the student section is loaded at Covenant Christian, so that will be a factor for you. So you got to get off to a pretty good start there. Then you got to rebound the ball well, and then you have to find your outlet man. Don't let the ball touch the floor if you don't have to. Pass the ball down the floor, hit the layups on the fast breaks, hit free throws. It's crucial. free throws is going to win this ball game probably. And then 50-50 balls. If there's a 50-50 ball and you get it, that's going to be good for you. For Covenant Christian, I think you get this crowd in the game. You start your offense. I think you go inside out. Who knows tonight? 50-50 balls are crucial. And then I think turnovers. If you can eliminate your turnovers, because these kids are stingy, these Greenwood kids are stingy, it's going to be an interesting contest. My prediction, this game, whoever gets to 42 first probably will win this basketball game.
We're going to see. This will be a contrasting styles.
How about that?
Greenwood
42.
Christian. There we go. We'll keep track because Greenwood Christian, they have a very stingy defense, as Keith said. They only give up 47 points per game. Covenant Christian scores 77. Something's got to give.
Yes, sir. You're right.
Well, we're going to step away one more time for a final break, and then when we come back, we'll look in one more time, recap the starting lineups, and then we'll have the opening tip between Covenant Christian and Greenwood Christian. Everyone, we're looking for more friends here at Indiana SRN. Like us on Facebook page, our Facebook page at Indiana Sports Radio Network. Like us, and you'll be thrilled you did, and you'll be thrilled with the action we have coming up next. Here from Covenant Christian High School, it is number 4 Greenwood Christian and undefeated Covenant Christian next on Indiana SRN.
I think at Covenant there's, especially at all the fine arts, whether it's in the art or after the concerts or the productions, there's always a feeling of worship surrounding everything, and it's hard to describe, but it can bring people to tears, like the performers or the audience. Like last year after the Christmas concert, I saw my dad cry just because it was so touching. Growing up as the youngest, I've done everything with them, and so getting to come to high school with them and do theater with them, it was just one of those other things that you get to do together as siblings.
Getting to do choir and theater is such a big family. It's really special, and people are always there to encourage you and actually love you. It's not just like shallow compliments, it's true friendship and genuine love.
So it's a lot of fun to be able to help each other out and to just be there with each other during all of these things.
Something about Covenant music that I've noticed and Covenant theater is that the teachers and leaders of the projects we're working on, our concerts or music, they never stop working harder. There's never a point where they're just like, it's fine, it's good enough. But we keep striving towards excellence, and I think you hear that at concerts and performances.
Covenant is worth it because you can be yourself, and there's always a family for you. So if you're on the fence with whether or not you think you'll fit in, there's always someone who's going to fit in there with you. And there's always people who's going to be willing to love you. And it's just a great place, and one of those things where, like, if you're on the fence, come and experience it, because nobody can describe how great it is.
I'm Sarah.
I'm Hannah.
I'm Leah.
I'm Rachel.
We're the Davidson sisters, and fine arts is the reason Covenant is a fit for us.
Welcome back, folks. The starting lineups are about to be introduced here at Covenant Christian High School. We're going to run through them one more time, and then we'll be ready to play. I'm Jonathan Mathis. Keith Myers is to my right, and our whole crew at Indiana SRN are happy to have you with us for what is going to be the Piper Logistics first quarter, a complete logistics solution for both U.S. and international business. 317-396-3916. As you see, being introduced is the visiting in Navy, the Greenwood Christian Cougars. They start with 2 guards and 3 front court players. Number 31, Evan Stinnett, a 5'6" junior, averaging 6.3 points per game. Number 21, Derek Peterson, a 6'1" senior, are the 2 in the backcourt. In the front court, the 2 McCorkle brothers, number 34, Stiles, and number 40, Champ. And this center, number 22, Andrew Anderson, who's 6'5" and averaging a tick under 14 points per game. 3 of the Cougar starters are in double figures this season. For Covenant Christian, coached by Scott Flatt, who just won his 150th career game last time out, they will be starting with 3 guards and 2 forwards. They are number 10, Ethan Modlin, a 5'10" senior. Number 35, Brock Buckley, a 6'3" sophomore. Number 3, Trey Flatt, a 6' junior, and in the front court, number 22, Sam Fulbright, a 6'3" senior, and 6'4" senior Noah Hedrick wears number 23. He's averaging 24 points per game. What we should have, by all predictions, is one heck of a game, and we hope it's going to live up to it.
Hey, it's an early Christmas present from us to you. Happy, Merry Christmas. Yeah, I almost said Happy Holidays, but Merry Christmas to all of you. Man, this is a capacity crowd in here. This thing is.
It
loaded.
is. Hey,
the whole entire Tipton coaching staff is here watching this game too.
That's good. We want to, as you can see from our wide shot, nice job, Riley. All the fans are on the near side of the court, so you will hear them. You won't see them very much as we get ready for the jump.
But you will hear them, that's for sure.
It is Styles McCorkle and Noah Hedrick. Styles in navy, 34. Noah Hedrick in white, number 23. And let's buckle up. Game 4 of the season is tonight. It's a tough one, and it begins awkwardly. Let's try it again.
That's where the official, you practice that time after time after time, and you just didn't get it right. It's a clock even clicked 2 seconds off, so now they have to reset it to 8.
And let's try it again.
Let's try it again. Redo. Hey, this is a replay.
This is.
It's brought to you by McIntyre Imaging. There you go.
Yeah, thanks, Rick. Visit him before the game. He's nice. The tip is won by Covenant Christian, and Trey Flatt will run the point. He is the leading assist man for Covenant Christian. 5 a game out of Trey. The leading rebounder is Noah Hedrick. That is him taking a shot. He missed it. He's also the leading scorer, and now here's the first possession for Greenwood Christian.
Greenwood went man-to-man. Covenant Christian doing the same thing. Man-to-man.
Styles McCorkle over towards number 33, or I think that is down low as Anderson. And now it's over to the far side to Styles. Up top to Stinnett, and things will calm slightly. And again, no shot clock here in Indiana High School basketball. Peterson over towards Styles. Styles from the free throw line jumps it in to Champ McCorkle, carries it through and misses the opening shot. Tipped away by Fulbright. Following it up, though, is Styles. It's still 0-0. Stinnett over, right side, Champ McCorkle, good three-point shooter, and he hits his first.
I tell you what, you got to get the rebound. 3 opportunities not going to work for you.
I like Andrew Anderson normally wears number 22. He's wearing 33 tonight. Keep you on your toes. Left here near side, catching the screen from Buckley, ignoring it's Fulbright, trying to get into the corner. Hedrick squeaks on by, now up top. Fulbright hesitation, pops it from the lane and good. It is 3-2.
Want to say hello to Kurt Brew, who's listening in North Carolina. Thanks, Kurt, for checking in.
Enjoy the weather down there, Kurt.
Golf.
Yeah, it can be nice, all right. Here's Stinnett from the top. The nice matchup by size. If you're going to pick these two teams and match up as you do on the playground by size, they got it perfect on the point guards. They're right next to each other. This one lost, and Maudlin had it for a moment. Hedrick comes up with it.
Got away with the double dribble.
Here is Maudlin giving Akers of space. Bang!
Oh!
First lead of the game for Covenant Christian. Greenwood Christian had a lead by 3 a little bit earlier, and now it's 5 unanswered for the Warriors. Inside, dangerous pass. Greenwood Christian comes up with it for the moment. Hedrick smacks it away. Drives by Styles, carries through the lane, and misses. He just lost the ball. He's going to say there was a foul. Scott Flatt is asking for it. Everyone plays on.
They're going to learn to play. This has already been physical.
And there's a 3 missed by Patterson from the right wing. 5 minutes, 30 seconds remain, as you see on the scoreboard. Everyone oohed and awed. They would have if Fulbright pulled the trigger. He's in the lane. Maudlin will try it again. Leaves this one short. Bobbled around, and Champ McCorkle comes up with it.
You know how physical that is? I mean, he took a step, hit contact, and let him play. Play on.
Last time these two teams played, Champ McCorkle was a huge factor. 27 points, 9 rebounds. Here he is, left block, guarded by Fulbright. The double team comes. He ignores it and misses. Buckley the rebound. Here's Trey Flatt. Hair bobbing in the wind. Nice behind the back play. Still moving. Maudlin dumps it over. Fulbright a 3. And Champ McCorkle has it.
That might have been too quick of a shot.
That was a little bit of almost a heat check, and we have a 2-point game for the moment. No longer. Styles McCorkle a 3, and the lead heads back to Greenwood Christian. For now, because Buckley splits everyone and lays it in.
You got to step in front of the man. You got to stop the ball.
Third lead change in the first 4 minutes of this game, and it's 7-6.
I'm a little afraid of that 42, John.
We'll see. It could slow down or just keep amped up. Nice play by Fulbright. Flat didn't see it. Peterson did and misses. Flat hits the turf, and it's Covenant Christian ball.
How about Trey Flat from the three-point mark, went and dove to hustle to get the ball, and then deflected the ball off the Greenwood kid. That's great play. There's that 50-50.
Yeah, first sub in the game for Covenant Christian. Graham Shelton will come in. His brother Luke is also on the team. Frequent starter. Now, Trey Flat, that was his MO even as a freshman. He was gutsy player would be a nice way of putting it. He's been able to rein it in as he's grown up.
I'm just glad he plays like his mom and not like his dad.
That is very true. Fulbright takes the contact and will be going to the line.
That's our first foul of the night, folks.
I think it's going to go on Styles McCorkle. No, it goes against Andrew Anderson. That is his first. Let's take a peek.
Whoop.
At nothing.
That's okay.
We didn't want to miss the free throws.
No.
Fulbright is at the line.
Got
Shooting 83%.
Here's the replay here. Look at this. Nice move right there to the basket and just got the foul there. Good call.
Second free throw is no good. The 83% free throw shooter misses.
The jinx is on. That's Jonathan Mathis. Hate mail, please. Jonathan Mathis, IndianaSRN.org.
3:30 to go. 2-point lead for Covenant Christian. Stinn it off, the handoff from McCorkle. And here comes our second whistle.
Off the ball.
I believe that'll be Peterson.
You just see the baseline as he was going to clear out. Did the illegal check and cleared the lane out. Official caught him.
Tried to sneak it in.
Yep.
Unsuccessfully.
Sometimes late in the game they let that go, not early.
No, not when there's only been one foul call.
That's
in
true.
The first 5 minutes.
Yeah, they got to get the quota.
You got to fit it. Oh, nice behind the back. Hedrick will not take advantage. Fulbright has it ripped away by Stinnett. It's a foot race. Got to get up there. Nice play from behind by Hedrick to correct it. And the fans from Greenwood Christian disagree. Hedrick is wide open, but poked away from behind. Good hustle by Anderson.
I like Anderson. They got stripped down to the other end. Did not call a foul, but Anderson did not quit, Jonathan. That's exactly what you want. Go completely 100% all the time. Nice job.
First sub for Greenwood Christian. Cam Paulin will sub in. Peterson goes out. Inbounding is Flat. Lob. Hedrick. No. But he's going to the line.
You can see how Hedrick just in the air can change the movement of the ball.
Ooh, an interesting foul. Andrew Anderson, that is his second.
Might not see him for a while. I think they'll probably put a sub in here for it.
This one is good by Hedrick, and let's take a little peek at the old replay.
Hedrick just changed the body, his whole entire body.
Subbing in Brian Lomax. He was a transfer from Brownsburg, played a wide receiver on the football team, had to sit out a few games, but then got in and made an impact immediately. Now Hedrick made his first. Makes a second. 2 for Hedrick. That's a lead of 4 and the biggest by either team so far tonight.
And we're under 3 minutes to play in the first quarter.
10-6. Stinnett had a little window around Lomax. Here's Paulin from the right side. Pops it up. Styles McCorkle. Nice hesitation. Misses the 3. Lomax soars for the rebound. He has down low Shelton. Graham misses. Hedrick there for the putback.
Tell you what, Hedrick did not hesitate at all. Nice job. Shelton's got to get a little bit stronger underneath the board.
Stinnet's in trouble. He had Flat behind him, Lomax in front of him. They break the press anyway. Up and under and in is Noah Harris, who's newly into the game.
Nice job by Harris.
Shelton hands it to Flat. Flat from that corner right in front of the Greenwood Christian bench. Dumps it to Modlin. Modlin eludes Stinnett into Flat. He had Shelton behind him, but he had to have eyes in the back of his head. Instead, he just bulldozes in and misses. 2 minutes to go. Flatt's going to have to pick himself back up. Numbers for the moment. Champ McCorkle, Stiles, Stinnitz open, passes up the 3, dumps it down low, and getting blocked and fouled on the late whistle was Noah Harris.
Great call. A little late. I thought he was going to pass, but he calls the foul late.
That is the first foul on Covenant Christian. That goes against Graham Shelton. Going to the line is Noah Harris, who has yet to attempt a free throw this season.
How about this tempo, huh? Pretty good, isn't it?
I like it.
I like the flow.
Money. He's now batting 1,000. We see the other Shelton coming in. Luke Shelton has subbed in.
Luke Shelton, 6'3". His brother's 6'3". Both of them can shoot the ball from outside.
Good trip to the line by Noah Harris. He has 4. The lead for Covenant Christian is 2. We have a $1:40 to play. Here's Luke Shelton. Now Trey Flatt. Flings it into the corner. Graham, catch, fire. Good.
Streaky.
If he gets going, he had 16 earlier this year. That was, he's just like Trey Flatt, and going inside is Peterson for his first points of the game.
No one stopped the ball, Jonathan. He made that penetration all the way with after. Now almost got away with the double dribble.
If he was LeBron James, that would have counted.
Yeah, that would have been a sidewinder, right?
He would have been fine. As it stands, Greenwood Christian, who likes to shoot the 3, they could tie it with a made one here.
Is LeBron still playing?
He is.
I thought he was
still
retired.
Oh, no, he is doing just fine. He's having a great season for the Lakers, unfortunately.
I don't really care, John.
Up top is Champ McCorkle, now to Peterson. Here is Noah Harris. Down low,
That's
it's
where you
Champ.
want it.
Off the glass and in. It's a 1-point game.
Good. I like the strength of that young man. I love how he controls the ball underneath.
Hedrick with the ball has 4 points, and he was fouled. That is Peterson's second.
They got 2 guys with 2. Interesting.
And now we see the end of this first quarter taking a seat on the bench of Champ McCorkle and Peterson.
Champ leads the game with 5, leads the Warriors.
Gabe Vesley has subbed in for Greenwood Christian. That one almost on the line. Flat, baseline, up top, Shelton to Shelton. Luke splits defenders and leaves this one short. Paulin comes out with it for Greenwood Christian. Cougars in transition. 35 seconds to go. Down 1. Stinnett. He's wiry. Now here's Stiles looking to go down to Vesley. Instead, drops it to Paulin, a 3, and the lead. No good. Missed it well long. Here's Luke Shelton. Flat. One corner to the other. Pops it. Good. First points of the game for Trey Flatt, and the lead is 4. 5 seconds to work with. It's Stinnett taking his time with 2. Taking his time with 1. Paulin quickly online. No good, though. Missed a little long. And that will bring us the end of the Piper Logistics first quarter. Covenant Christian leads Greenwood Christian 18-14.
How does a good man become even better? By working out? Or by working his way up the corporate ladder? By changing his diet? Or by changing his style? By traveling the world? Or by staying perfectly still? For 300 years, we've helped good men become the best versions of themselves through a dedicated fraternity and by taking an oath to live a life of integrity, service, and brotherly love. Men who are as committed to each other and their families as they are to our noble cause. In the end, we don't just make men better, we make them Masons. Not just a man, a Mason.
Welcome to the second quarter, brought to you by Burtner Electric. No project too small. Call today for service, 317-773-7663. Coach Keith Myers, I'm Jonathan Mathis. You thought Greenwood Christian left some points on the table, not taking advantage of the post.
Yeah, you got to guys open in the post. He was open. He's wide open there. He's got position. You got to feed the post. You got to go inside out, in my opinion, to win this game.
It's Paulin, Stinnett, Stiles, and Champ McCorkle. Here's Champ on the block.
There you
go.
He
gets this one through Fulbright, and he has 7 points to lead all scorers. The 5th player for Greenwood Christian is Gabe Vesley. For Covenant Christian, it's Buckley, Lomax, Flat now with the ball, Fulbright, and Luke Shelton. He was hung in the air forever to pass that ball. Now Fulbright through defenders and had his shot blocked by Vesley.
Kind of like that, Gabe. Good job, buddy.
Coming weak side. 50 seconds gone, It's Stiles McCorkle from the left wing up top to Vesley. Everyone cleared out for Champ McCorkle, who is down low in the post. He has it at the top. Now Paulin. Back to Champ. Those shoes are very bright.
I like those shoes.
Coach Keith Myers will be buying them from Foot Locker later. This one missed. Rebound tipped by Flat to Luke Shelton. Nice little heady play by Flat. Here's Fulbright. Wasting no time. Underneath, misses Buckley. Lomax is there. Here is Luke Shelton wide open in the corner. Good!
So Luke's got one, Graham's got one, Trey has one, and Ethan has one.
It's pretty consistent. The three-point shooting by Covenant Christian as a whole, they're shooting 36% on the season, which isn't bad. They're doing better tonight. Stiles McCorkle answers with his second three.
It's the shoes, man.
Trey Flat
no
misses this time. Vesley the rebound.
Rush the shot. You got to set your offense.
It's a 2-point lead for Covenant Christian with Greenwood Christian looking to cut into it. Stiles was cut off by Buckley. Buckley is a tenacious defender. Nice move by Vesley. He takes the contact, and we're playing on.
Oh,
and
they called a technical foul on Vesley.
Said the magic word, and that's the 5th foul in this first half on Greenwood Christian.
I think he got the technical foul for slamming the floor. I think he's more disgusted with himself than the official's call. It's tough. That's a tough call.
They happened in such close proximity too. So Flat goes the line, 70% from the free throw line this season.
Hey, Covenant Christian School has a Christmas program coming up on December the 13th, 7 o'clock at Kingsway Christian Church. If you want more information, call the school office for the Christmas program. Covenant Christian Fine Art presents the Christmas Carol. I tell you what, the fine art people here at Covenant Christian, top banana. Great people.
And the Christmas Carol, excellent program. Flat's free throw shooting, not excellent. He missed them both.
That? Missed them both.
Good thing his dad was talking to his team and didn't see it.
Oh, I think he saw it. Trust me.
I'll hear about that later. Maudlin, Lomax, Fulbright, Shelton, and Buckley. That's Luke. And Maudlin will inbound. Covenant Christian left points on the floor on that little juncture, not capitalizing on Vesley's frustration. It's Lomax, now Maudlin. Matched up with Paulin. Maudlin. And Lomax. Nice move by Bryan. Pops it and a charge. Bryan's first foul, by my count, just the second on Covenant Christian. It's been pretty evenly played, at least foul-wise, clean game this far, even though the refs are letting them play. The physicality is very present.
Yeah, yes, very much present, but not out of control, which is good. You know, these officials know both of these teams are ranked. These officials know that this is showcased on Indiana SRN as well. Not saying they're not changing their style of officiating. They're just letting the kids play basketball, which is exactly what we want done.
It's a great game thus far. The biggest lead for Greenwood Christian was 3. The biggest lead for Covenant Christian was 6. It's currently at 2. Champ McCorkle could have something to do about that. He was swarmed. Fulbright, and it's a numbers game for Covenant Christian. Buckley inside. Nice move to the basket.
You notice where he left that basketball, though? He hit the backboard. That thing has eyes. The rim helped him.
4 points for Buckley, matching his number from last year. He wears 35 this year. Stiles inside, muscles it up off the glass, and he has 8. The McCorkles combined have 15 of Greenwood Christian's 21. Luke Shelton in the corner, working it towards the wing. And wanted to go inside to Lomax, but he's covered up by Peterson, and this one just poked out of Buckley's hand. Coming back into the game, currently with just 4 points, is Noah Hedrick. He's averaging 24. He's number 23. You can see him at the top of the key.
Right now, though, you have to be patient. If you're Covenant Christian, you're up by 2. You need to be patient with the ball and get a good shot.
Here's Lomax. Nice step.
How about that?
With the left, going to the line.
I like that first step, didn't you?
I did too. He's quick.
Yep.
It is that is Evan Stennett's first foul. It is the 6th on Greenwood Christian. They have 4 more fouls called against him than Covenant has so far. And Lomax makes the first. His first point of this contest, he's shooting 86% from the line this season. Covenant's been struggling at the line this game. Not there.
Send that lead to 4. We're almost halfway through this quarter. This is a quick game here.
It has been. It's when there aren't many fouls called. It's amazing how quick the game goes. Speak of the devil. This one's going to be on the floor.
That Buckley just grabbed him when he made the move. Buckley, 6'1" as a sophomore, really has great. He can go left to right really, really well. Just grabbed a hold of the jersey. Can't do that.
Where everyone's waiting. Champ McCorkle inbound, goes to Stiles in front of the student section and is poked away. Lomax has Fulbright. Where's the reverse? He missed it. The putback by Hedrick is good. That touched every part of the rim, Keith.
Yeah, he might have got pushed in the back and they passed on it, which is a good thing. We play on.
6 points for Hedrick. And here's Champ McCorkle. Right side, having to step it back out. The lead is 6. Again, this matches Covenant's biggest lead of the game. Peterson, dangerous pass, and out comes the Warriors. Modlin hits the dirt, and there's a foul called again. This will be the 7th on the Cougars.
One thing I like what Greenwood does is they put pressure on the ball. And, you know, Covenant Christian, they all left. You got to wait till you get that ball across the 10-second line. Get some help here.
That is the first foul on Champ McCorkle. 2 Cougars are in foul trouble with a pair of fouls. So we're going to walk the long way, and here's Modlin at the line.
Indiana SRN, if you would like to know more information about us, contact us at coach@indianasrn.org.
That is the first miss of the season for Modlin at the line, and the lead stays at 6. Here's Peterson. Champ McCorkle. Fulbright battling him. That tip pass. Stiles has it, pops it, and buries a 3 from the top.
Champ did a nice job of kicking that back out. And now Stiles has 11.
The McCorkles, him and his brother, 18 combined. Here's Hedrick. There's Buckley. Now Lomax. Nice closeout defense by the Cougars. They missed Fulbright. Didn't matter. Lomax the rebound. Can Sam answer this time from the top? Good.
Is that 3? That's 3.
That is. 6 for Sam Fulbright. The lead back up to 6. 3 minutes, 15 seconds left here in the Bertner Electric second quarter. Coming up at the Giacomo's Pizza halftime, we'll have an interview from the court and some nice little programming, so stick around for that. Peterson a 3. No, off the first bounce. Stiles saves it to his brother Champ.
How about that? Mid-air.
It's like the McCorkles they're almost like brothers or something.
Yeah.
This will stay with the Cougars.
It's almost like the backyard, right?
Just like it.
You just tip it to me, I'll give it back
I
to you.
got you. They just knew where they were.
Great family, great kids.
Stinnett will inbound. We go to Champ, but it's tipped by Fulbright. We're going to play on. Fulbright tried to sell that one. Flats trying to argue for it. And this one's poked away by Sam. Stinnett trying to cover him, and does so. They're going to say a foul on Evan Stennett. That will be his second. David versus Goliath on that play.
This is beginning to be a little heated here.
Let's check it out.
Here's the steal. Now they're going to say he got ball, but he got the arm as well. You know, referees don't have the luxury as we have.
That is true. Fulbright 1 for 2 on the night.
But how about our camera guy getting it, and our producer that's calling the 1 and 2s, Ben Wood. You know, his fan club is growing every day. Good job, Benny.
Hey, what's the number at now, Ben?
10,000, isn't it? About 10,000?
Yeah, I think we undersold it. Fulbright with 6 points. Fulbright with 6 points. Covenant Christian not capitalizing at the line. They've left several points there. Now Greenwood Christian looking to answer. It's Anderson good.
Anderson coming off the bench after his foul trouble.
That's his first deuce of the contest. Quick three. Graham Shelton misses it off the back iron. Paulin rips down the rebound. And here comes Greenwood Christian, able to cut it to a one-score game if they get a bucket here. You can see the crispness of the defense and the active hands as Fulbright bounces this one off the wall.
You know, you get to the middle of the floor and you're going to press that side. Got to have some help defense on that side, and Covenant Christian did a nice job, as I think they're going to set the clock a little bit. Clock was running, so they're going to put 1:58. There's a timeout on the floor. It's a 30-second timeout. We'll keep it right here. You know, we talked about Ben's fan club. Ben on the radio side of Indiana SRN, our radio side, does the halftime show every week. It's called the Full Court Press with Ben Wood. He's got the top 10 every week. He's got the games of the week that you should be watching, not only on Indiana SRN, but around the state of Indiana. And I got to tell you, he called it last night. Lawrence North, Lawrence Central. Ben called it right down the middle, says Lawrence North would probably do it. Probably got another new number one team in 4A.
Those two teams are just fantastic. The Larrys, man.
They are awesome.
Yeah, if you would like to keep tabs on all of our big games here at Indiana SRN, don't miss a game. Subscribe to our YouTube channel. Rewatch the big game like this one as many times as you want. Our YouTube channel is Indiana SRN. You might be watching it on there right now. If you do, click the subscribe button.
Please, please, please.
2 minutes to go. Here's Peterson. Champ McCorkle, double teams there, not letting them have room, and he airmails it to Paulin.
Okay, if I'm Covenant Christian Scott Platt right now, I'm going to put the ball inside.
We'll see what Maudlin does. Fulbright was begging for it, won't get it. It'll instead go to Trey. And now a little bit of a delay here for Covenant Christian. They would have a long time to kill. There's a minute 40 left in this first half. An exciting first half, very evenly played. The fouls heavily in favor of Greenwood Christian. Here's the floater, no good. They went inside, Keith, didn't come up with it.
Got to use the backboard.
Could have, that little teardrop. Not there. Here's Champ McCorkle inside, dangerous down low, and he gets it with the left.
How good is he?
9 points, 20 between him and his brother. Maudlin, quick fire, good. 5 for Ethan.
Did we have a foul at the end of the shot?
I think we had one off ball. Trey Flatt they're all scrubbing it. And if it is, it would be on Styles McCorkle. It would be his first. That's the 9th on Greenwood Christian.
Boy, you get the basket, now you get to shoot the 1-and-1, so this is almost like the 4-point play.
And here is that unpenetrable barrier so far. Covenant Christian's at 6. That's their lead. No, they're at 4, excuse me. Their biggest lead of the game is 6.
Now you got to knock down some free throws. They haven't knocked down free throws tonight, which can come back and haunt you.
And they're shooting well from the field, just not from the line. Here's Flatt. Makes that one. 4 for Trey.
Yep. Thursday night basketball right here on Indiana SRN. Can't beat that, huh?
Not at all. And there's 71 more seconds of this first half. Perfect from the line this time. 2 for 4 on the game. 5 points for Trey Flatt. And he's having pesky defense on Peterson. And he picks his pocket. Here's Flatt. Too strong. On the rebound is Hedrick. Flatt comes out with it. Now it's loose, and there is Anderson. Paulin across the timeline to Peterson. Down to Champ McCorkle. Backs down. Oh, it's a charge. Second on Champ McCorkle. 10th on Greenwood Christian. I don't know.
But I tell you what, you got to like the hustle of Greenwood Christian. Trey Flatt steals the ball. The kid did not give up. He went after it. I tell you what, Greenwood is pumped.
Yeah, I think they feel a little jobbed on that call.
Yep.
6-point lead for Covenant Christian. We'll see how the Cougar defense responds. It's a 3-2. Hedrick shooting over it. Misses long. Rebound Anderson. And now Champ McCorkle with 32 seconds to go. Screen from Peterson. Pops a three. No. Champ skies for the rebound. And this foul's on the floor. I think it's going against Fulbright. No, it's against Flatt. That's his first.
I'm excited.
This is good. I can feel it.
Took off my jacket. I'm ready to go.
We'll see if Anderson's ready to go. It'll be Peterson inbounding. Anderson's on that far corner. Stiles screens out. And a jump ball is called. And the possession arrow is going to Covenant Christian. And Trey tried to sucker that. This will be an interesting second half there, Keith Myers.
So we got a jump ball here? Is that what it is?
It should be Covenant's ball. Do we have a replay, Ben, of the elbow? Unfortunately not. There was a light nudge, and then Trey tried to, well, you know, the play's coming up. Christmas Carol, go check it out.
Yep.
See performances on the caliber of those performed by Trey Flatt with 22 seconds left.
He could be Tiny Tim if he wanted to.
He could be. Marley, Scrooge, Christmas present, take your pick. Lomax will receive that inbound. 20 seconds to go. The lead is 6. It's Trey, guarded by Peterson. Creating some space with 10. Flips it over to Lomax. Up top to Hedrick. Now it's Fulbright. 3-ball. Corner pocket. Off the top of the backboard, and we're going to halftime on Indiana SRN. Covenant Christian leads Greenwood Christian 34-26.
I think of my philosophy of education, and Jan and I, as homeschooling parents, we really recognized it was our responsibility to educate our children. And so when we thought of basically delegating our children's education to someone else, you know, we prayed about it and we thought, would we delegate our children's education to someone who didn't believe anything close to what we believe? And we basically said, no, we can't do that. We have to entrust and delegate that role in our children's lives to someone that believes consistently with what we believe. And being able to do that at Covenant was a big step for Jan and I, you know, because having 7 kids and really wanting to see them walk with the Lord and wanting to see them engage their faith for the rest of their life, we wanted that key time in their life to be with someone that we could trust, and that's how we came to Covenant.
Well, we also had some of our children wanted to pursue some higher degrees. Kyle in engineering and Hannah nursing, Luke in accounting, and we felt that Covenant was a college preparatory school, and just some of the scholarships that they got. So it was definitely prepared them well.
I think the first thing, besides the effort that Covenant has to take the children through 4 years of Bible study, I think it's the way they engage them to try and apply their biblical studies to a worldview and try and take what they're reading and understanding in Scripture and then look at their life situation, the things that are going on in life, their relationships with their classmates, and then apply what they're learning. I think that's a really unique aspect to how they go about teaching them. And I think building relationships around that gives a depth to that relationship. I mean, you're talking about the thing that's most important in your life. your faith in God, what you believe about Jesus Christ. And when you're discussing those things with people that really genuinely love you and want to see you come to the acknowledgement of the truth, I think it really adds a dynamic opportunity. Besides getting a Christ-centered education, the most important thing that we saw was the relationship development that took place between our children and the teachers.
I think all of our kids have been impacted by at least 2 teachers that they really connected with, and they really drew them out. They developed relationships. It went beyond the classroom.
And that was a real goal of the school. It wasn't just part of the curriculum. It was the heartbeat of the school was to develop relationships with the students, and some of those relationships are still intact. And quite frankly, that's the investment that you're making. You're making an investment in the opportunity for your young person to actually have time to engage a teacher, and the teacher to have time to do that. I'm Dan Eganoff, and this is my wife Jan, and a Christ-centered education is the reason Covenant was a fit for us.
I played volleyball and basketball, and I ran track while I was here. And I just loved that I got to do all 3. I think, that's not super common, especially anymore, to have multi-sport athletes. And I think the bigger the school you go to, the less common that is. And I think Covenant's really awesome because you can do whatever you want to here, and you can be involved in however many things you want to be involved in here. Coming in, I was expecting a certain thing because I grew up going to private school, so I think I was expecting the atmosphere to be similar and for me to kind of know what I was coming into, but it was totally different. And I think the biggest part for me was just the relationships that I had with my coaches. In order to develop a deep relationship with someone, they have to know every part of you. And since Christ was such a huge part of my life, I think without that connection, I don't know if I would have been able to develop those relationships with my teammates as much. And I think us all having that common ground, I think that just allowed us to kind of fast forward the personal, relational things. And that's why all of my teams felt like families, because we all have this great common foundation and we just get to build from there. And that was what enriched the experience all the more, because when you have that sort of a relationship with someone, you want to give it that much more effort and you love it that much more because you have a personal connection. So I think that is the biggest thing that sets Covenant Sports apart. And that's why I came back to coach, is because I wanted to be able to pour into kids like I was poured into as an athlete. My name is Brandy Fishburne, and athletics is the reason that Covenant is a fit for me.
Back at halftime of the score, 34-28. Covenant Christian over Greenwood Christian. With us now is the new head football coach at Covenant Christian. Coach Dan, how are you?
Good. Thanks, Keith. Thanks for having me.
Looking forward to the new start, new season. We talked about the opening day. It's 222 days away or something like that.
Yeah, not that we're not counting it all, but we're looking forward to it. We're into our 7th season. We've got 11 juniors returning as seniors, and we're really excited about what's to come.
And it's no longer a program that's just starting. It is now a developed program, not a losing season since the start of that. Got to be really happy with that. And the kids that you got coming back could be kind of dangerous.
Well, we talked about that at the banquet, that we no longer consider ourselves a startup program, Keith. Yeah, we're in our 7th season, and we still have a locker room that's a tree and a picnic table, but we've grown so far past that, and these kids have bought into the program over the years. We're looking forward to another great season.
There was a lot of talk in that picnic table, let me tell you, and that tree has a lot of things to say about it too. But you look at the kids from top to bottom, you're really excited. The enthusiasm is really kind of because it starts with the basketball program. Right now, those kids are talking about playing football. You got to be pretty excited about that.
Oh, you bet. And we want to keep focus on the sport at hand, and we really appreciate the 2-sport athletes, 3 sports, and let them have a chance to enjoy other sports. But, boy, as soon as we get them, we're going to have them.
This guy, you coached offense and defense. Now you're in charge of everything. If you need some assistance, Indiana SRN would be more than happy to give you game film. And if you need me to come in and teach you X's and O's, I'll be happy to do that.
Well, we talked about that. In 2016, I was the offensive coordinator, and that was our first undefeated of the season. And I told you that the next day, Saturday, I'd always listen to the recast to see how many calls I got wrong from you. 2 years later, I was a defensive coordinator, our second undefeated season, And I'm glad that you kept of all the calls that maybe I could have done differently. Now, the ones that turned out well, those were always my responsibility. The other ones were maybe Coach Max.
And here's the crazy thing, and I didn't bill you for that. That's kind of cool.
No, I got that free of charge. I appreciate that.
So workouts and all those things, after Christmas, you'll probably start hitting it hard. Weight room's the key of any sport. That's got to be a key for you.
Yeah, 2 elements there. We got conditioning and weight room, but with our juniors coming back to be seniors, we're working on leadership now. We want them to own the team. It's their run next year. They believe they can go all the way, Keith.
And if you're an alumni at Covenant Christian, there's something in store for you as well, because you want them to be involved in the program as well.
Absolutely. One of the things I'm starting next year is an alumni appreciation recognition. We've got players that are playing college football right now. We want them to come back and be a part of the tradition.
I taught Brew everything he knows. You knew that, right?
Okay.
Yeah. Emory won't believe that either, does Kurt.
He's here tonight.
I know.
I'll check on that later.
No, don't please. Thanks so much for your time. Good luck to you.
Everything you do.
Indiana SRN will be back with the second half right after this. You're watching Indiana SRN, where you're always in the game.
From the moment that I met Reed as a sophomore, I learned a lot about him, the reason why he wanted to come to Covenant, the initiative that he took to come here. He cares about other people and cares about relationships, cares about his academic work. So just that opportunity to really get to know him on a personal level and talk to him about things that are not school related is a really cool opportunity.
It really makes school more enjoyable, to be honest. You have someone to come to school and you want to listen to this person teach. Then when I came here, I wake up and I don't even think about school. I just think it's like another day, I enjoy it here. I enjoy all the teachers because you have a relationship with everyone. Everyone knows each other. It's like a small little community. It's nice.
Here at Covenant, everybody stresses the relational aspect of the school. So you do really get to know each student individually, whereas, if you're at a big school and you've got 40 kids in a classroom, it's really hard to get to know everybody at a really personal level. As a student, you will find a teacher or two that you will really connect with at a one-on-one level.
Hi, my name is Reed Replogel.
My name is Chris Stevenson.
And the teacher-student mentorship is the reason why Covenant is a fit for me.
Welcome back, everyone. Looking at some of the first half numbers, I'm Jonathan Mathis. Keith Myers is to my right, and you just saw him on the screen. And now what you're looking at is Andrew Smith Court as we get ready for the second half of play. 6-point lead for Covenant Christian. Leading scorer for the game and for the Cougars was Styles McCorkle. Followed, he had 11. His brother had 9. And then the only other Greenwood Christian players to score were Noah Harris, who had 4 all in a row. Derek Peterson and Andrew Anderson had 2 apiece. For Covenant Christian, it was much more balanced. Everyone who played scored for the Warriors. None more than Sam Fulbright and Noah Hedrick, who each had 6. 5 apiece for Trey Flatt and Ethan Modlin. 4 for Brock Buckley. 3 for Luke Shelton and his brother Graham. Brian Lomax had 2. That was an exciting, fun first half. Got a little physical. It keeps the blood going.
Yeah, it's a little physical. Let the officials do what they do best, and now it's up to them to keep that momentum going. As an official, you don't want to change your game. You've let the first half be a little aggressive. You got to let the second half be the same.
That was the Giacomo's Pizza halftime show, family-owned and operate upper crust pizza. Delicious. There's 3 locations of them, 317-986-4545. This is the PC Pros third quarter. Website design and internet marketing. You can call Derek at 765-273-3401, the official web provider of Indiana SRN. That 3 is missed. Buckley the rebound, and here we go for Covenant Christian's first possession of the second half. Trey Flatt through the lane, around the bend. Fulbright thought about it, and now pass it back to Modlin, and everything will reset. Ethan down low, Buckley there, blocked from behind, but he follows it up and gets point number 6.
Did not give up. Nice defense, didn't give up on the ball. Good job.
Here is Stinnett. Swings this one over and through the leg of Peterson. He looked up and didn't see it into his hands.
The pressure is right there. The same pressure that Covenant Christian had in the first half comes right back. Want to see what kind of gum they're chewing? They're going to play the defense, don't know.
There were 3 lead changes in that first half. The biggest lead of the game is what we have right now, an 8-point lead for Covenant Christian. Greenwood Christian's biggest lead was 3-0. Now it's Hedrick, who had a quiet first half, working on Styles through the air. No good. The putback also no good, and it will go to Greenwood Christian.
A little frustrated because he shot that ball very, very hard, then used the backboard. Again, if you're a young boy or a young girl watching this, the backboard is your friend. Use the backboard as much as you can.
6:50 to go in this third. Evan Stinnett in no rush. Now Styles, front of his own bench, working on Buckley. Twirls into the lane. Off the glass, no. The follow-up by Anderson is too strong and out of play.
Same identical play down both ends. Hey, Indiana SRN, we got games for you tomorrow night. Check out our website, our webcast games, Chittard and Heritage Christian. Jonathan's got a doozy for you. Addicts and Ritter. Check out our website, indianasrn.org.
Here's Trey Flatt, down low, Buckley. Everyone fell asleep on Brock. 8 points for Buckley. And Fulbright steals the inbounds. Bangs his knees with somebody, and Flatt hits a 3. 8 for Flatt.
They just busted this wide open.
And now we'll see how Greenwood Christian can respond. Peterson dumps it to Champ McCorkle, and there's a foul on Trey Flatt. And you can imagine they're going to be calling these two pretty close as the second half continues.
Yeah, they had a little bit of words. Here's our replay where Buckley, watch this. That's just nice. Put it up, and then the steal for the 3-point into that series, a 5-point run quick.
Down 13, Champ McCorkle looks to cut it to 11 and does. He took some contact too. He now has 13 points. It's an 11-point lead for Covenant Christian. Hedrick, Buckley, he's made 4 points in the second half. Stinnett steals it away but was out of bounds.
Buckley just lost the ball going up. Got to be a little bit stronger with that basketball. Monty could have stopped at maybe the 4-foot mark and laid it up using the backboard. I think he was just going to go strong for contact as well.
Here's Flatt, will inbound for the Warriors. No one's open. Here's Fulbright. Trey just hit a 3 from there. Tries it again and was fouled by Evan Stinnett. Got to let him land.
You know, a lot of people don't understand that rule, Jonathan, but you nailed it. If you're the shooter, you have the right to come down completely with both feet without any contact. If not, it can be and will be called a foul.
First one is good by Flatt. He has 9. He had 16 his last time out, and here's what Keith was talking about.
Here's the shot. Now he has the right to come down completely safe, contact, foul, and missed. Oh, it's a 3-point. Okay, he was at 3-point backs.
Yeah,
so he's missed one, made one.
We'll see what he does with this last one. The lead is 12.
Their free throw shooting is not very good tonight.
No, it is not. Second one, or the third one is good. 10 for Flatt. For the season, Covenant Christian has been fantastic from the free throw line. 78%, not so tonight. This one deflected away. Styles McCorkle was wide open down low.
How about Buckley? The 6-foot frame got up there and took that like a volleyball player.
He did. Champ McCorkle will inbound. Here's Stinnett. Pressured closely by Maudlin. Now Peterson. And McCorkle. All right. There's music. Peterson ignores it and hits a J. 4 for Derek Peterson. Lead back to 11. And a timeout will be called by Greenwood Christian. And we're going to take one with them. You're watching Indiana SRN. We're always in the game.
Parents, do you like free food? Hike it on over to Prodigy Burger and Bar, where Monday is family night and kids eat free. Every day you can find daily specials featuring craft burgers, tacos, wings, and more. Prodigy is now playing the NFL Sunday Ticket on more than 25 TVs, so you won't miss a second of your favorite teams. Prodigy also caters, hosts private events, as well as dine and donates. Celebrate your school spirit with us at Prodigy Burger and Bar. More than just burgers, located in Clay Terrace in Carmel.
Hey, if you'd like to see this game or all of them, go to our YouTube channel and click the subscribe button. You'll see there.
I just did.
He did.
Yep.
It didn't work because
No.
it's not the actual button.
Well,
But,
okay.
but Keith tried, and both of these teams are trying well. Covenant a little bit better, or more effectively. They are leading by 11. 5 minutes to go here in the third. Trey Flat lobs it back to Maudlin. Lobbing into the corner to Hedrick. Lobbing it to Fulbright. Lobbing it to Flat. Flat works it over to Buckley. Every Warrior touched the ball that possession. And Fulbright, nope. He saw Flat wide open and couldn't get it to him. Opportunity to cut into that lead for the undefeated fourth-ranked Cougars of Greenwood Christian. Champ McCorkle, nice move.
I tell you, it's got to be the shoes. Young man, and the thing is, Jonathan, he felt the contact and was strong enough to put that on the cup. I like his play, smooth play.
By my count, I have Champ with 11 points. Let's check this rebound. Check this replay.
Look at this. Take the ball. Right there, he felt the contact and put it on the cup. Nice job. That kid could play for me. All these kids could play for me.
We don't want to have any job security threat.
No, not at all.
Free throw is good by McCorkle. He has 12.
Players that played for me wouldn't want to play for me anymore, that's for sure.
8-point lead for Covenant Christian. This little double team action zone has been causing the Warriors some fits. Noah Harris guarding Maudlin on that juncture. Here's Lomax. Those are some long arms. Lomax squirts it through to Maudlin. And now we're going to play this one out. Down low, stolen away by Champ McCorkle. That zone is working.
Went into the zone and went into the passing lane.
Here's Champ. Thought about the three. Left side, the right side worked. The left side's blocked by Buckley. Getting back into play is Champ. Stiles is open from the top. No good. Rebound Lomax. What can Brian do? He finds Fulbright. Gets him in the air, drives in, fouled, and going to the line.
Tell you what, Fulbright did a nice job of going aggressive to the hole. This zone has really affected Covenant Christian, and it's been a very effective. Covenant Christian just has to maybe take one more skip pass to get the man open.
They've had to throw those long, high passes.
I mean, they're
get
tall and lanky.
Fulbright's first free throw this trip, good. He has 7. Graham Shelton in for Buckley, and Brock Buckley has had a fantastic third quarter. Second one is good by Fulbright. 8 for Sam Fulbright. 3 Warriors now have at least 8. The lead is 10. Stiles McCorkle to Champ, almost stolen by Sam Fulbright. Now Champ, pressured by the much shorter Maudlin. 3 on the way and missed by Peterson. It's loose. Lomax comes out with it, and the foul is going to go against Andrew Anderson, his third. And it's the third team foul on Greenwood Christian. 3:21 to go. And we have a timeout. 30 seconds. We'll keep it here.
The Covenant Christian Warriors will be in action on Saturday as they'll play Buff Braves right here on Saturday the 21st. It's right here on Indiana SRN, the radio broadcast. Let's talk a little bit about Friday's games. Some great games. We have 5 big games on the network. You have one of the biggest games, not only Friday night but Saturday. Addicts entertains Ritter on Friday night. Turns right around and entertains West Lafayette. Addicts playing a really, really good ball early in the year.
Yeah, they're one of the projected top teams in the state with great reason. Sincere McMahon, their star guard, is fantastic. He's 6th in the state in scoring. He might have committed Western Illinois a little early if he keeps having these 30-point performances.
Yeah, there's some people going to be knocking on his door.
He had 37 last time out.
Yep. And, of course, our webcast game on Friday night, Chittard and Heritage Christian at Heritage Christian. Game time scheduled at 7:30. Join us.
Oh, here's nice defense by Greenwood Christian through the hands of Anderson. And now it's up to Peterson. Cross court to Stiles McCorkle. Champ down low. The alley-oop's good. 14 for Champ.
Got a delay of game warning against Greenwood. Got to let the ball go all the way through the hoop and not allowed to touch it.
Check it out.
Saw the loose. Look at that. I mean, catch, shoot.
All in one motion.
He teaches young people that's exactly what you want right there. If you're a junior hire, coach will fall in love with you if you do that.
8-point lead for Covenant Christian. This is a long skip pass to Fulbright. He had to use every inch of his 6'3" frame. Maudlin bumped, and the foul is going to be called against Noah Harris to the chagrin of the referees in Navy on this side. That's his first.
2:44. Thanks for joining us on Indiana SRN. If you like what you see, please contact us. Coach at indianasrn.org.
Ethan Maudlin. Here comes the double from Harris. Now Lomax. Bryan gets it back. 2:30 to go. Into the corner, Noah Hedrick. And they're going to say it is off of Styles McCorkle.
I tell you what, that's a non-call foul because contact was there. You just give the ball back. That, as a basketball coach, I love that call for the official.
There's a steal. You have to like the quick hands by Derek Peterson. And Derek from the top of the key. Over to Styles McCorkle, working on Hedrick. The teardrop, no, slapped away by Hedrick. The race is on, and it is off of Greenwood Christian. And I think that call was right. Peterson couldn't see it, but it went off his shoe.
I think the guy's done a nice job letting him play, and it's a physical game. We talked about this. It's a lot of fun watching this game.
You circled the number 42 before the game.
Yeah.
We're at 45 with 10 minutes to go in the game.
Well, the first quarter was, though. I was afraid of that number.
Here's Hedrick, Lomax. Again, that double team has been effective. It's slowed down the Warriors. That's over and back. It should be, and it is.
Their defense this quarter, they're not hitting some shots that they should be hitting, but their defense had put them back into this ball game.
Back in is the antagonist in chief, Trey Flatt, who's caught the ire of the Greenwood Christian fans. There's a $1:45 to go here in the third. Styles. Anderson. Here's Derek Peterson. Thought about the three. Takes the contested two. He was leaning up against Maudlin. He missed it, and Ethan comes up with it. And a reach in from behind on Derek Peterson.
That's just a frustrating foul. That's his third. He thought he got fouled down at this end. Didn't. They passed. And I stand corrected. His fourth. That's a big foul.
Back end comes Gabe Vesley, who had the technical earlier in the game, his only foul. The size advantage heavily in Greenwood Christian's favor. We'll see if they can capitalize, and for the last couple minutes, they haven't. Flat. Hedrick from forever. No, left it off to the right side. Vesley snags the rebound. Pressure from behind, and that foul's against Fulbright.
That foul is 50 feet away from the basket. He's not going to hurt you there.
Out goes Hedrick. In comes Luke Shelton. I believe that cheer you heard from the Greenwood Christian fans is what I just heard the term as the Bronx cheer.
Yes.
Hey.
You know that very well, don't you?
I just learned it, yes. Yeah. I'm all about that one. Here's Champ McCorkle. Anderson, mostly quiet tonight. Champ has not been. Baseline with the right. 16.
Need a basket.
6-point game. Here's Maudlin. And Trey Flatt steps through and misses Fulbright. And the Greenwood Christian students are ecstatic. 40 seconds to go. And the way this is trending, we're going to have a very exciting fourth quarter, both on the court and off.
Yes, sir.
Great way to spend a Thursday. Flatt will sit for the final 40 seconds. A made three could cut this to a one-possession game in the final 30. Here's Champ up top to Stiles in the pink shoes. Crosses over Graham, Shelton. Now it's Champ with 24 to shoot. Misses Anderson. Lomax tried to save it but stepped on the baseline.
I tell you what, if I'm Greenwood, my first option would probably be the 3.
Might as well get that momentum boost.
Oh, yeah.
Would you play out the final 20? How would you want to? We see coming in the first time is Caleb Crane. Would you want to take up that final 20 seconds to take it?
I think you shoot it at 5.
We'll see. Here is Champ McCorkle. 15 to go. In no rush. Fulbright not giving him any space with 12. Now with 10. Champ kicks it. Stiles with 5. Keith called it. Stiles missed it. Here's Luke Shelton in transition. Lets it fly at the buzzer off the back iron. And it's a 6-point lead for Covenant Christian. We went to halftime with a 6-point Warrior lead. It's there again on Indiana SRN. We're always in the game.
Burtner Electric Incorporated has been proudly serving our residential and commercial customers with quality electrical repair for over 33 years. We are fully licensed and insured in electrical wiring and electrician service packages. You'll receive a competitive assessment, whether you're a homeowner or a business owner, first-time or long-time customer. We offer free estimates for any new project. Call our licensed and experienced electricians today.
Welcome to the fourth quarter, brought to you by Morales Group, building better futures one story at a time. 317-472-7600. It's a close one, and if what we've seen so far bodes has any premonition for what this fourth quarter is going to be, it's going to be intense, it's going to be physical, and it's going to be exciting to watch.
And it's going to come down to the free throw line. Very good game. Don't forget, we got games for you all weekend long. Check out our website, indianasrn.org. Want to thank Riley on the camera tonight and Ben Wood doing the 1 and 2s. You know, Ben's got that big fan club, 10,000 plus.
Always join it.
Cheering him on. Yeah, you can join it. Just contact us, coach at indianasrn.org. I'll give you Ben's manager's name.
Here's the lob to flat. Here's that zone defense where they catch as many double teams about it anytime you get to the wings. Aggressive play by Vesely, and he fouls flat. A little chippiness between Flat and everyone on
By the end of the night, they'll know each other's address and what kind of Christmas present they want.
I don't know if they're going to be on the Christmas list. The way this is going. Oh, Fledrick was wide open in the corner, passed it up for Shelton, who almost had it dribble out of play. Now Maudlin back to Flat. A lot of players running the baseline. Maudlin might have to take it. Won't. Pass up another scoring opportunity. Flat through the teeth of the defense, has it poked away. Maudlin will swing it. Luke Shelton in this near corner. Skips it to Flat. Takes it. No, well short. Vesely the rebound for Greenwood Christian.
Not the shot you want if you're a Covenant.
They had so much discipline on the play. They passed up so many reasonable open threes, and then Flat took that one. Down low, Stiles McCorkle in. 15 for Stiles McCorkle. 4-point game. A little over a minute gone here in the fourth. Long skip, dangerous pass, and it's a foot race. Flat has it. Working on Anderson. Hedrick will try it from the right wing. That's no good. The tip in, no, by Sheldon. And Stiles has it for Greenwood Christian. Oh, that's not where we're going to pick up the dribble. They're going to have to hurry. Champ, they're going to have to hurry. Finally gets it across. They have numbers. Here's Paul in a three. That's no good. It went off the chest of Stiles McCorkle, and it's going to Covenant Christian.
Both teams, both possession, not what you want. You're rushing. Take your time. Tell you what, the 10-second count was as close as you could get. I counted 9.
Hey, that was tight. That was tight. 6:20 to go, and the 4-point lead still intact for Covenant Christian.
This zone has really caused Covenant Christian some fits.
As you obviously want to get it to the middle, but they just haven't been able to. Chant McCorkle shadowing whoever is there on the free throw line. Maudlin, again, I don't know, might just have to pull the trigger on those ones, Keith. You're gonna have it open.
Got the space to do it.
But Maudlin has been hesitant to do so. Here's Hedrick, he's not shy, and he misses. Contested rebound, Vesely comes up with it, and once again, Greenwood Christian could cut it to a one-score game. What looked like it was going to be high scoring has slowed down this second half. Styles McCorkle, nice pirouette, but he misses. Anderson's there. 4 points for Andrew Anderson, and it's a 2-point game, Keith.
This game was a little bit out of control and was in control by Covenant, and they just the ball can't make the basket.
And here's a much-needed timeout, another 30-second variety. We'll take a peek at the upcoming schedules for both these teams. Keith just said the Greenwood Covenant Christian, is here on next Saturday against Brebeuf. Then they will participate in a tournament and play Grove City Christian from Ohio on Friday, December 27th. Greenwood Christian's next game is home, and on this Saturday, the 14th, against Lutheran. Then they will host Bethesda Christian as their final game before Christmas.
Yeah, Christmas break is coming. Final week is next week. And, as an old basketball coach, I like final week. But the one thing I didn't like about it is I couldn't practice until late because kids need to study. And you could only play one game that week. And because, if you're a student athlete first, and you got to be a student first and then athletics. And both of these teams take some time off for finals. You got to applaud administration for both of that decision.
5 minutes, 10 seconds to go here in the fourth quarter, brought to you by the Morales Group. Here's Hedrick. He's missed 2 threes down low. Fulbright takes it and misses from the post. Swinging away from Maudlin was Chant McCorkle, weaving through to his brother Styles. And now how will the Covenant Christian defense? They're going man-to-man. It's Vesely. Tenacious player. Lobs it too long for Champ. It goes off flat. And they're saying it's off Champ McCorkle. Producer Ben disagrees.
I don't know if it touched his hand on the way down or what, but
head coach Johnny Marlin,
he's not happy with
disagrees.
that call. No, he's not happy with that call at all.
We saw a similar emotional situation galvanize the Cougars in the first half. They're playing tenacious here, and this one's off Buckley.
Covenant Christian had 45 at the end of the third quarter. With 4:34, they're still at 45. The magic number was 42. Folks,
not far off.
This is crazy.
Not far off. 4.5 to play still in regulation.
Oh, thanks, Jonathan.
It's Peterson.
Yeah, that's good.
Barely across the line, keeping his feet tight roping was Anderson. Now Vesely almost lost the ball, flat poked it away. It's in Peterson's possession. Trying to create some space on Maudlin. Down low to Champ, off his shoe, he recovers. It's Styles now. Peterson almost had it, Maudlin poked it away, and here come the Cougars trying to get something out of a disjointed possession. Styles McCorkle looks for the tie, it's poked away, Buckley has it. Brock Buckley with the contact, he initiated it, and it's a charge.
I tell you what, Vesely did a nice job of holding his feet and taking the charge right on the chest, and that's a great call.
And that's the second on Buckley.
Our cameraman even got that one. Good job.
Yeah, we had squeegee guy on the floor. We
Yep.
got camera guy on the queuing it in. 3:53. Styles picked up full court by Hedrick. Flats coming. Styles eludes it. Vesely in the corner for the lead. Anderson.
Good!
7 for Andrew Anderson. It's the first time Greenwood Christian has led since the first. Hedrick, a quick answer. He misses. Vesely had the rebound slapped away by Flat. And the Cougars have it for the moment. It's there, and it stays with the Cougars. And a timeout for Greenwood Christian.
Nope, got a technical foul.
Oh, really? Is it on Marlin? Oh, wow. Showing his frustration. We've seen a couple like that. At the line is Peterson. Good.
How about this? What a turnaround this game has been.
Peterson, 93% on the season.
They
It's both. And we've seen Greenwood Christian, they haven't had many free throw opportunities. They've capitalized here, and they lead by 3. This matches their biggest lead of the game. And now the McCorkles will be inbounding it as Squeegee Guy emerges onto your screen.
Ty Gossel, everybody. Football player, as we talk to the football coach. It's one of their football players.
And there he goes.
Big time Penn State fan.
They got a big one on the basketball court this week.
Yes, they did.
Breaking the one-man press break. Peterson has 8. The biggest lead of the game for Greenwood Christian at 5. 3 minutes to go for Covenant to save the game. They led almost the entire way. That zone has just flummoxed them.
How about this defensive pressure Greenwood has had?
And there's another turnover. 2:45 to go. Got to get across the timeline. Barely. Styles. Here's Champ. And now Anderson, who hit the big 3 that rolled all the way around the rim. And a foul on Maudlin. Ethan's first. Fouls are even in the second half.
Now, if you're Covenant Christian, that man-to-man, you got to put pressure, and then you got to guard the basket. Tall, lanky players for Greenwood can put in the easy back 2-point backups.
Maudlin and Peterson dribbled it off his ankle. Nice pop. Anderson in the 3. Bang! 10 for Andrew Anderson. 8-point lead for Greenwood Christian.
It went from, what's crazy, it went from 2 to 8 that quick. 2 minutes to play. Full timeout by Covenant Christian. We'll take a break. You're watching Indiana SRN, where you're always in the game.
Hello, my name is Sean Kroll, and I've been a part of the Indiana SRN family for the last 9 years. Last year, we streamed a record 326 sporting events around Central Indiana. All the other guys broadcast basketball and football, but we at Indiana SRN also air volleyball, softball, baseball, and even golf. But we need your help. To continue our mission, please help us by contacting Coach at indianasrn.org. Indiana SRN, where you're always in the game.
My, how things can change. Covenant Christian has led almost the entire game, and Greenwood Christian now has an 8-point lead with under 2 minutes to play. Keith, how has Greenwood Christian done it?
Well, it's the defense. It's the zone defense. He changed. They went man-to-man in the first half. Got beat off the dribble. So he went tall, lanky, and did that 2-3 zone, and it's been very, very effective. And Covenant Christian, to be honest with you, has not really taken a good shot since the start of the fourth quarter.
And to beat the zone, got to go inside, but Covenant has been unable to do so. Maudlin's having a hard time getting it in. Finally to Shelton. Now it's up top to Lomax. Lomax swings it to Ethan Maudlin. They're down 3 possessions, Keith, and they're acting like it's not that case. Flat's in trouble, and he's fouled.
Might have got help there.
That's him. That's it for him. And Derek Peterson, who has had a huge fourth quarter, getting 4 of his 8 points, half of them. He's gotten 6 of his 8 points in the second half. And Cam Paulin will replace him. Well, that makes it.
If you're Covenant Christian, you got to knock down every single free throw, and then you got to play aggressive defense. I think you got to put a full court press on here.
And that free throw shooting, we were wondering if it was going to come back and haunt him, and it has so far. It's a 5-point lead for Greenwood Christian, 12 for Trey Flatt. Champ McCorkle breaks it to Anderson. He's at 2 corner threes. Vesely, guarded by the much shorter but more tenacious Modlin, lobs it to Styles McCorkle. Back to Champ, 90 seconds to play. Sheldon flops. It's into Champ. Now to Vesely, and a little bit of keep away by the Cougars. And there's a foul on Graham Sheldon.
Well, now you're going to go to the free throw line for the next 120.
A long 80 seconds. Styles McCorkle shooting 50% on the season from the line. Noah Hedrick back in for Lomax.
He's had a quiet night.
Hedrick? He has, most certainly. Makes the first, 16 for Styles.
Well. How about this?
Lead 7. Money on both, 17. Season high before this was 11.
And now the Greenwood fans are in it.
Here's Hedrick, doubled, tipped away, and it's in possession of Anderson. Long pass to Paulin, they break it to Vesely, it's to Styles, 60 seconds to go. And this foul, I think, is on Covenant again, and it might be Hedrick. It is. That's his second. To the line goes Styles, just hit 2 free throws. Not a great free throw shooter. And he misses it. It's a gift for Covenant. They have to hurry. They're down 8. Modlin from the corner. Left it short. Styles out and running. Modlin tries to foul him and now does. He got him about 3 times.
Yeah, I think he got it on the third one.
Third time's a charm.
Yeah, this is the guy, this is the guy that missed one earlier. Now you got to think to yourself, I can knock this down. Hey, what?
He's made 2. He missed that last.
Got it.
Money. 18 for him. 9-point lead.
This just came out of nowhere. I mean, I don't know what to say. Good job by Greenwood.
He makes them both. 19 for Styles. Timeout, Trey Flatt. It's a full. We'll take one too.
Life comes at you fast, so it's important to have some help along the way.
Ah, my favorite patient. Ah, my favorite patient.
When the dust settles, it doesn't always end as anticipated. Embrace the journey and care for the ones around you.
My favorite patient.
For everything else and every stage in between,
my favorite patient.
Methodist Sports Medicine is here for you.
Hey folks, if you like the work we do or don't and just want to be a part of our community, please like us on Facebook and just keep tabs on everything going on at Indiana SRN. We'd love to have you. I'd like to be friends with you. This game has swung so violently from one direction to the other. Beginning the second half, Covenant Christian 13-point lead. You're feeling pretty confident, and then Johnny Marlin and Greenwood Christian go to the zone, and you're looking at a 10-point deficit with under a minute to play for the Warriors.
And, if you're Covenant Christian, and Scott Pratt and the coaching staff, you just want to know, where did it all go? What happened? And it's just a great defense by Greenwood Christian in the second half.
And bears worth repeating. This is not just a normal 1A team. This is the 4th-ranked team in the state in class.
And you can see why, because they didn't stop and they didn't quit.
There's a 3 from Noah Hedrick. Gives them 9. Need a lot to happen, like dangerous passes. Styles is tipped. It's Paulin. No foul yet. No foul coming. Anderson. And there's the foul in the corner on Vesely, who has not taken a free throw yet this season.
Vesely has done a nice job in this fourth quarter. 6'5" wide body. Did a nice job, and just little things. Maybe knock down some shots. Didn't knock down any shots, but key possession, grabbing the ball out of bounds, putting the ball in the middle of the floor. Those little things are not kept on the stat book, but coaches understand what you did. Knock down a free throw there. That's important.
That's his first point of the contest, and it's an 8-point lead for Greenwood Christian.
This is a big win here at Covenant Christian for Greenwood.
And they've had several this season. At Park Tudor, beating their rival Greenwood. The Woodsmen beating an undefeated Covenant Christian team for the moment, but hold the phone. Flat hits a 3. 15. Styles swings it to Anderson. Got a foul. And there it is by Hedrick. And that's his 3rd.
Well,
it's a 6-point game.
It's possible.
The way that clock was running, though, you need a lot and a little about at a time. And you can't advance it in high school.
I think if you knock this down, it's over.
They'll be feeling pretty good regardless. Anderson's 11th point.
He came off the he struggled a little bit, got in foul trouble.
Yeah, immediately. He makes the 2nd. Coming up in the post game, we'll visit with
Scott Flatt.
Scott Flatt. Keith can ask him. Hedrick from forever misses, and that will do it. Greenwood Christian, a stunning win. They came from behind. They were down 13 at the beginning of the 3rd quarter, and the Cougars rally and win, going away by 8 points. Look at some of the final statistics. Leading scorer for Greenwood Christian, Styles McCorkle, who had 19. He's joined by his brother in double figures with 16. Andrew Anderson had 12, 8 points for Derek Peterson. Then the next highest was Noah Harris, who had 4. Gabe Vesely had 2. Scoreless on the game was Ethan Stennett and Cabe Paulin, not playing. Though on varsity, Parker Whiteside, Griffin Peters, and Trey McCorkle. For Covenant Christian, leading scorer was Trey Flatt with 15. Noah Hedrick had 9, Sam Fulbright 8, so did Brock Buckley. 5 for Ethan Modlin, 3 for the Shelton brothers, and Brian Lomax had 2. And now we're going to go middle court to Keith Myers and Scott Flatt.
Awesome, man. Their zone looked like it affected you a little bit in the second half.
You don't say. They went 1-3-1 zone. We did not handle it well at all, and it's unfortunate. We worked on 1-3-1 zone offense all last week, expecting it from North Putt and knew it might be a possibility against GCA. We lacked precision. We talk about being precise. Our passing and our execution was awful. Guards allowed themselves to get pushed too high, and we did not find the middle. We just were content to jack up shots from outside.
Got to bounce back. You play next week. Got to bounce back. Just only one loss. A lot of games left in the season. You got to learn from this. I'm sure you're going to be watching film and telling kids what they have to do. Knock down some shots early in the game and just wasn't there in the second half.
Yeah, it was their defense. I mean, it was their defense, and our lack of execution was the difference in the game. Good 3 quarters, but you can't win 3 quarters. And they destroyed us in that 4th quarter.
You could see that this is a very good 1A ball club. They're ranked number 4. I think they're probably in the top 5 all year long. Very good ball club, very well coached.
Yeah, absolutely. John did a great job.
Congratulations. Sorry. Merry Christmas. Back up to you guys.
Thank you, Keith. We're going to pan out, and we're going to wrap it up here from Covenant Christian High School. Greenwood Christian now is 4-0, and they'll continue with their number 4 ranking. Covenant Christian is 3-1. Next for the Warriors is at home on next Saturday against Brebeuf. Greenwood Christian will play this Saturday against Lutheran for their first home game of the year. Alongside Keith Myers, Riley Thomason, and Ben Wood, my name is Jonathan Mathis. Thank you for joining us for this presentation of Indiana High School Athletics on Indiana SRN. We're always in the game. So long from Covenant Christian High School.